Hello, my name is Miss Miller, and today we'll be talking about time. Essential question. How can we tell time to the hour? Standard. Identify on a digital clock the hour that matches a routine activity. Vocabulary. Clock. A device used to tell time. Digital clock. A clock without hands that uses numerals to show the time. Analog clock. A clock with the numbers 1 to 12 around the face and rotating hands to show the time. Time, the measured or measurable period during which an action, process, or condition exists or continues. Vocabulary. So as we discussed, there's the analog clock, which has the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I would make note of that with the students and go around the clock to show them. I would also mention the hands, also known as the arrows, is which I would tell the students. We have the big hand, which will always be on 12 when we're telling time to the hour, as well as a small hand. And wherever the small hand is pointing, that would be the hour. So this is 10 o'clock because the small hand is on 10. We'll move it again to the 11 number. Now it would be 11 o'clock. So again, I would demonstrate to the students the big hand will always be on 12 when we're telling time to the hour, and the small hand is what moves. We'd also talk about the digital clock. This is a clock without hands that has numerals to show the time. So when telling time to the hour, I would also note to the students that after the 2 dots, there'll always be 2 zeros here. So this is 10 o'clock. If there were 2 ones, it would be 11 o'clock. If it was 12 here, it would be 12 o'clock. So some activities. Students can create crafts, which typically they find really fun and engaging. They could create a clock hat, and also can introduce the concept of a watch. Students can also create a clock using a paper plate and place the numbers around the plate to the hour, and when you're ready to move on to the minutes, but I usually start with introducing the hour. Have movable hands with a tack or pin, and the students can move the hands around. And here it's the same concept, and when you're ready to talk about minutes, you can place it under the number. You can also have gross motor activities where students can physically become the clock. They can lay down and pretend that they are the hands of the clock. So here, this student is on 12, and the student would be on 3. So students would have to guess what time the students are creating by laying in this particular area. You can also use a hula hoop with numbers. In addition, cubes or blocks to create time as well. Some other activities could be to build a clock. So here there's a printable image, and the students would have the numbers. You could give them the time, and they would have to move the arms to create the hands to create the time. Here you can use popsicle sticks, and the students can paint or create the numbers themselves and cut them out. And then once they've done with that, you could have them show you the time. Show me the hour. Some resources to support can be found on Teachers Pay Teachers. So here, students are given the time and they would have to cut and paste the correct time, or you could laminate it and create a Velcro activity or file folder game. In addition, there are puzzles to be found on Teachers Pay Teachers where they're given the digital time and they have to match the puzzle piece with the analog time. So let's take a look at Teachers Pay Teachers. So you would search telling time to the hour, sort in ascending order to look at the free items first. And here you have several resources. Pumpkin Time Center, telling time to the hour. Party Time, telling time to the hour. Also items on Boom Learning, free Boom cards, and so on. So again, you can continue to search to look for the telling time to the hour activity that best meets the needs of your learners. You can also use mathlearningcenter.org, go to their apps, and they have a math clock. So here you would go to mathlearningcenter.org/apps/math-clocks. Go to the apps and you have math clock. You can use it for an iPad or the web. So for our case, we're going to open it up on the web. And it opens a blank screen. Down below, you'll see the plus sign with the clock. So you'll click on that here. And it gives you the option to use geared hands, free moving hands, or clock with fractions. So let's use geared hands for today. And here, you could ask the students to show you a particular time. So since we're telling time to the hour, where should the big hand be? You say 12. And now, show me 3 o'clock. And the students would move the small hand to 3. And with the gears, they'll have to go around to make sure that it stays on 12. That may be a little bit more challenging for some of our students, so potentially you could use the free moving hands, which does not require the gear. You could simply move it to the 12, the large hand, or the small hand to the 3, or whichever time you give the students. You can also use read alouds from getepic.com. And here I've searched telling time. You can go through the age, grade level, fiction and nonfiction, format, or language. And you have many books about telling time, measuring time word problems. So again, you would go by what you're looking for and what you want to discuss with the students. You can also go to youtube.com, time to the hour. You have telling time to the hour videos. You have Jack Hartman, hip hop around the clock, number telling time, and a host of other videos. In addition, you have brainpopjunior.com, time to the hour. You can also utilize liveworksheets.com. And here you would search by time. And I've selected this sheet because it's to the hour. It says, what's the time? Listen and match. And first the students would click. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. So the students would draw a line to the clock that is 1 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. Draw a line to the clock that says 2 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. So now let's find the clock that says 3 o'clock. Draw a line. 4 o'clock. And so on. Once they're done, they would finish and receive a score. In conclusion, telling time to the hour is a great way to introduce telling time. Hands-on experience while making fun crafts such as hats, watches, and making plate clocks are fun ways to teach time. YouTube, Teachers Pay Teachers, Epic Books, and Math Learning Center as well as live worksheets, have great activities and videos. Thank you so much for watching today.